Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a evening edition of Iowa Pagan News on the Prairie Land Radio Network. This evening, I am once again rejoined by my co-host and also author Chrity Mann, who is joining me this evening. And I want to take this opportunity to welcome Christy back to the team, and that I'm glad that you and I are having a chance to get things rolling again after I had to take a hiatus.
I did also. So it is good to see you back, and it's good to be back also. 2021 was a rough year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it definitely was for everybody, including, well, basically the both of us. So I'm glad that we're able to get reconnected and kind of get things going again.
Right, right. We have a pretty good lineup coming up too, don't we?
Yeah, we sure do. We've got guests scheduled for both tomorrow and Tuesday coming up. Those are going to be some really good interviews. Plus, I'm also in discussions with some new bands that I have come across as well. And then, I also had a chance to get in touch with Cavanna, and she
Nice.
is going to be rejoining us for part three
Yay.
coming up.
Oh, she was great. She was my first podcast interview, and unfortunately, also, I believe, my last, but she was a great guest. She really was. It was good times talking with her.
Yep. I enjoyed being able to talk with her as well. And I did get in touch with her and have to let her know that we are back in the swing of things after having to take a hiatus, and that looking forward to having her back as a guest as well.
Sweet. Do we have a date set for that yet?
Not yet, but I'll have one set here soon.
All right. Cool. Woo. Excited. Yeah,
Yeah.
my birthday's coming up. I will be officially over the hill, I guess you'd call it, on Tuesday. I broke the 45-year barrier last year. Well, I breached 45 last year. This year, I'll be hitting the big 4-6. So it's good to be back. Man, you don't even know how good it feels. It's been crazy.
Oh yeah. Well, let's see. If we are to, basically, yeah, if we are to flip flop the numbers, basically, yeah, I'm. That's what side I'm on.
It's not a bad side.
No,
I mean, this year's already been off to a better start, so
that's very true. So
we'll take that and go with it. How's that?
yeah. So now during our hiatus, um, tell me what's been going on.
Oh, you really want to know all that? Well, let's start with in 2016, I was diagnosed with a progressive kidney disease called polycystic kidneys.
Hmm.
It's where I have cysts that are building up in my kidneys and decreasing my kidneys' ability to function. Um, in August, I mean, I started feeling kind of bad early on in the year, but I figured I was just kind of pushing myself a little bit too hard and might need to slow down, but eh, I'll sleep when I'm dead kind of thing, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, August it hit me. My kidney function dropped to uh 52, and
Hmm.
I'm now in stage 3A of polycystic kidney disease.
Hmm.
I'm right at the it's only going to get I don't want to say worse because you try to stay positive and upbeat about stuff, but um, the idea that I'm ever going to be back to where I was is kind of gone.
Right. Right.
Um, and from August until last month, really, it was everything I could do just to get out of bed for a few minutes every day. I mean, sitting upright, my kidneys are oversized, so they're pushing everything in my abdomen out.
Oh, wow.
Um, water retention, yeah, just a lot of not fun when your kidneys don't function the way they're supposed to stuff. So, um, got really sick. I caught all kinds of infections and had kidney stones and yeah, lots of not great stuff. But you pick up from there and go on, right?
Yep. You
Do what
sure
you can
do.
do when you can.
Right. And it's about like me with the contracting Guillain-Barré syndrome from the COVID-19 shot, unfortunately. And which, let's see, that happened May of last year. And it's taken up till now for me to be able to regain some of my mobility and being able to walk again. Um, uh, that and regaining some of the. I still can't type with a damn right now, but um, I'm getting there. It's just
Well, you've got video and audio. What do you need to type for?
right. I've got video and audio, so I've got that. Uh, but I wanted to let everybody over on Facebook know that feel free to click on the live video so that you can come join us in chat. And if you want to join us live on video, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Um, that I'll be posting up the link that you can use so that you can come join us on video if you would like to. And we are currently, in fact, we are currently live on the groups here. Um, let's see, just a second here. There we go. And so basically, like you said, for those of you who are in Facebook group and also on the Facebook business page, you can come join us directly in chat. And you can also join us live on video if you'd like to by clicking on the live video link. That way you can be a part of this interview because this is going to be open discussion night. And this is a chance to reintroduce Christy as the co host for Iowa Pagan News, which I'm very grateful for.
It's good to see you, man. It's just knowing everything that's gone on. It is really good to see you.
Yep, I know. It's good to see you as well and have you back in the fold. And that way we can pick up where we left off.
Right, right. I see you got the publisher at Twisted Souls Press down there at the bottom. Thank you for that.
You're
As
great.
you mentioned, I am an author. I currently have 4 books published. You can find them everywhere. Um, but I started Twisted Souls Press early 2019. Published our first anthology in May of 2019, and that's pretty much all we have been able to pull off and muster to this point. But we are looking for submissions. We are looking for great stories to publish. Um, so I guess I can I give you a link?
Oh, very good. I'll go ahead and get that added to the ticker down here on below so that people can be able to see that information as well.
Let me get to the page and just copy and paste the link from there. Bear with me just a moment.
But like I was saying before, towards, well, let's see now. This was before I had wound up contracting GBS, but Christy and I had teamed up and did two interviews with Cavanna, uh,
Mhm.
who was a fantastic speaker, fantastic guest to have on the show, and uh, we really had a lot of fun with it. It's a lot of great information to learn from Cavanna for what she's doing, um, and I'm really looking forward to getting caught up with her.
Me too. Me too. You have Marianne Cairns coming up too.
Yep, I sure do.
I caught a couple of her songs, and yeah, she's gonna be a fun one, I think.
There's going to be a lot in store coming up for everybody here at Iowa Pagan News because, like I said, I have come across so many new bands and a lot of new songs that have come out uh, since last year that I'm just now coming across now. So I'm really looking forward to having people appear. In fact, one group who I have been trying to corral for quite some time is Danny and his wife from Tuatha. They are going to be appearing here at Iowa Pagan News here coming up. Danny himself contacted me finally, and he
Nice.
said that yeah, he agreed that we definitely need to get this scheduled, and that he is finally going to have some time to downtime to do it. So I'm working on him.
Nice.
I
Nice.
I have been trying to corral them for some time, but they've had so much going on over the last couple of years, and their tours that they've been doing, um, and let's see, what was it? Oh, plus the birth of their new grandbaby last year as well.
Aw, congratulations to them on that. That's gotta be a sweet thing. I've
Yep.
managed to avoid it thus far.
He's actually their grandbaby is actually on the cover of their new CD that's been released called Irish Eyes.
Nice.
So, yep, we're going to be featuring that, uh, and let's see, I believe his first name is Finnegan.
The babies?
Yeah,
First name is Finnegan?
yeah,
How adorable is that?
yeah. So, Finnegan, or yeah, Finnegan Mulligan.
Oh, you can't beat that.
Nope. So, yeah, they were last year. They were doing a two for the road tour with just him and his wife, and they finished out by his their grandbaby was born while they were on tour. So they finished out the end of their tour uh, at their uh, their son and daughter-in-law's house to see the new baby.
Oh,
And they actually played a little bit of music uh, while they were uh, while his wife was holding baby Finn at the time. So,
oh, great segue into the next album and tour, isn't it?
yep.
Yeah.
So I was really
Awesome.
happy for them. But yeah, there's so much that's been going on in the entertainment industry, the pagan community. Everybody, with everybody being stuck at home, it gave them a chance to write new stuff and to get new music published. So uh, I I knew last year when I started seeing a lot of new stuff coming out that we're going to be seeing a lot of new releases, and I was exactly right. Towards the end of last year is when all the new stuff hit,
Right.
including let's see, including some new books that come out from authors I know. In fact, in fact, the one I just had an interview with. my good friend Tamara over in Australia. She's had a chance to write one or two new books that she's got released now. Plus, she's been advertising the her series of Wicca as well. So I had a chance to talk with her about that. You can find all the current videos up on the YouTube channel for Iowa Pagan News.
Should we drop that
So,
in the comments?
yep, we'll be putting that up as well so that people will have a chance to check that out. And then, because I've definitely been calling attention to the YouTube channel for people to look at and get caught up on all the latest videos.
I need to go through and do that. I caught a couple of them, but like yeah, I think that whole 2021 was chaos for everybody, and I mean, being stuck at home, we had plenty of time to work on new stuff, but it just
Hmm.
it got overwhelming.
Yeah. Oh, it did. Yes, Sarah. I know this is open night, but there are times that she feels that she has to be on camera as well.
My son doesn't necessarily want to be on camera, but I got myself a new office chair for Christmas, and he's decided that the chair is his. And a lot of times, if I'm sitting in it, he comes over and he stands on the floor and he just yells at me like, "Why are you in my chair?"
So,
So
yep.
cute.
But yes, everyone, this is Sarah. Um, she is, uh, at times, she can be a real camera ham.
She's not even looking at us.
No.
Sarah,
Anyway, um, like I said, I'm inviting people to come join us in chat. 'Cause I know that. Uh, thank you. Huh? Hi. So basically, what is going to be happening now is that I'm opening up chat for everybody. When we're doing live streams, we're going to be inviting everybody to come join us in chat so that they can be asking questions, they can get caught up with us, and they can really get to know what's going on with us here at Iowa Pagan News. Is I've made several announcements over the last few weeks that once I can, I'm really pushing to get back into being able to get out and about for festival season. That's going to be a big thing because we've made last year. I made some promises to people that I would appear at some festivals, but when after having to be stuck in the hospital during Three Gates Festival down in southern Missouri, uh, basically I was devastated. Um, was that very weekend that it was taking place is when I wound up in the hospital. So they were all concerned about me and just they assured me that don't worry about it. There's always uh, next year, and so I'm really pushing hard so that I can get out and about for festival season this year.
you're gonna be up for it, right?
I'm gonna make sure of it because yeah, I have some dates to fulfill, and I definitely need to get out and get reconnected with a lot of people.
I'm still kind of on the fence about whether or not I want to do that. I've been lucky and haven't, you know, caught the virus, but it it it, it worries me a little bit that just going out and
Hmm.
because at this point the vaccine is almost as scary for me as catching the actual virus. I mean, the first vaccine I got knocked me in the dirt,
Hmm. Yep.
and yeah, it's. mm. So I'm proud of you and kudos to you for braving that this year because I don't know that I'm quite ready to do that yet.
Well, yeah, and it was the first one that knocked me down as well. So, yeah, I'm really pushing so that I can get back in the swing of things, and that way I'll be ready to go for festival season. Right now, we're still waiting because, from what I've been hearing, Three Gates is up in the air right now.
Right.
Um, they don't know for sure if they're going to do it yet, so I'm keeping tabs on that one. Um, I do know that um, come this March, they are going to go ahead and hold Paganicon up in Minneapolis. Uh, I know I'm not going to be ready for that one, um, but I wish them all the best up there because I have attended Paganicon in the past when I was living up in Minnesota. It's a really good festival to go to. A lot of great people. They always bring in several good speakers. They usually bring in a band or two, which is really nice. The very last year that I attended, they actually had me DJ the ball that year. So that was a blast. That was a blast for me. You know, I really, people have a good time when they're up there.
Yeah.
Uh, but there's going to be, I'm really hoping that there's going to be a lot of festivals taking place this year so that I will have a chance to travel.
Later on in the year, maybe.
Yeah, later on in the year, yes.
Yeah, I'm looking at pushing for the end of the year to do some writers conferences and things of that nature. So,
Very cool. Very cool.
and now here I am co-hosting with you. Ah, step
Yeah,
one, check. Ah,
definitely. Definitely. I'm very happy to have you back on board. Uh, and Christy is actually now going to be moderator for the Iowa Pagan News group. So you'll be able to interact with Christy here in the future. So if anybody has any questions for her, feel free to post them.
absolutely. Writing, publishing, marketing, mm, getting invited to podcasts. I've come a long way in the few years that I've been doing this, so always happy
Mhm.
to help.
That's great. I'm so happy to hear that. And I'm looking forward to you and I really working together and um, getting to know a lot of new people, get caught up with some of our old friends, and just have a lot of fun with this.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
I am really surprised that we have not had anybody come join us in chat as of yet. Um, as I know that we've got some people that were planning to come join us. In fact, one of them is my new friend, and I apologize, brother, if I really kind of have a hard time with your name, but Sierra and Diaz, uh, who is in Boston, originally out of Wisconsin. Uh, I would call him our modern day shaman, is how I would put him. He is very knowledgeable. He's been in the community for years and just a plethora of knowledge. He's got his own groups. In fact, his are, let's see, one of them is Young Witches, and there's one other one that he's got as well. Uh, Basically, it's catering to our newcomers and making sure that they have uh, they have a chance to get started out on the right foot by gaining proper knowledge. Um, and because there there are still so many misconceptions out there that we have a lot of new people just starting out and trying to jump in with both feet without really knowing what they're doing or taking the time to learn,
Right.
which is the bad part about it. And both him and I are on the same page with making sure that we're getting the right information out there, trying to teach our newcomers that hey, it's never a bad thing to ask questions and to learn things the proper way.
Right.
I mean, that's with anything that you get involved in. If you don't know what you're getting into when you're trying to jump in feet first, you're not going to have a good outcome.
Right. That was a discussion that my other half and I were having. Was it last night? I think it was last night. Uh, we were watching the show Vikings, and
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of things that Norse tradition and things where um a lot of the paganism originates, and you saw a lot of it on the show. There was a joke between us. There's a seer, and after he does after he does a session for them, they like lick the palm of his hand.
Hmm.
And I'm like, there can't be that. There has to be some kind of basis for that
Hmm.
because I've never heard of it actually happening. So I googled it and found out that yeah, that was the main guy Ragnar's the main character Ragnar, his character. That was an improvisation on his part. The seer held out his hand and he was just like, "Eh," and it stuck. So I thought that was hilarious, but then I spent part of today trying to sort out because I mean, you and I knowing each other, and meeting and having conversations and feeling that I would be a good fit for this. Something that we might ought to talk about is how, because I'm a publisher and an author, how does that tie in with Iowa Pagan News Radio or
Well,
anything mildly related?
I know, but with you being an author, and it's just when I first came across you, um, I really felt that you would be a good fit here, and I wanted to include you in on the team. And uh, is I knew I made the right decision when I decided to do those couple of interviews with you as co-host, and I'm really happy that I did make that decision.
I'm happy that you did too. I'm stoked. I struggle sometimes because I confuse anxiety with excitement. They feel the same.
Hmm.
So I have to remind myself that I'm excited. I'm not just anxious, but it's getting there. The more of them we do, the more that will ease into anxiety, into excitement over anxiety. So I'm looking forward to all the things that are coming. I mean, I see big growth for us this year. Not just you, not just me, but like us. The
Right.
the the ability to connect with people and connect those people with people who need what they have.
Hmm.
There's a pricelessness in that I'm I'm super excited about.
So am I. Like you said, yeah, this year is going to be a lot different. It's going to be a lot better for not just us here at IAPN Radio, but it's going to be a good year for everybody all the way around. So I'm really looking forward to having a lot more people appear with us, and so that we can take the time to get to know them, get to know their works and what they've been doing, what their life story is, uh, and really being able to share a lot more events and a lot more information with everybody.
Yeah, that's gonna be that's gonna be huge this year. The ability to reach out and really connect with people and connect them with people. Man,
Hmm.
that's gonna be. I think is that your focus for this year?
Yes, it really is. Um, the focus here is, well, for one, getting back to normal as much as possible. That is been the main priority. Is getting back into uh, getting, kind of picking up where I left off and reconnecting with people. And it's everybody who I've talked to so far, just this past week or two, they've all been happy to see me back and been able to reconnect with people and kind of um, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? To rekindle friendships and to get to know what they've been doing over this past year, and uh, so they are really happy to see that I'm not letting this sideline me forever. That I'm.
That was a really and I haven't said this to you personally. I think I mentioned it in the blog post, but it is something that I really admire about you because I know how far down you got through this. I mean, losing your mobility would have been a deal breaker for a lot of people. They'd have been like, "Oh, my life is over. I can't do what I wanted to do anymore. I just now I'm gonna have to start
Mhm.
completely over." And I mean, they get really sucked into um, that mindset of I'm ruined, and you didn't do that. You were like, "Yeah, no, I have a dream, and I'm going to achieve that dream. It may happen slower than I expected, or than was, I had previously had my mind set to because I'm not at 100% function like I was back then. But you are committed to doing whatever you can, whenever you can, and that's a
Mhm.
huge motivator and inspiration for me after everything that's happened this past year. And I won't get back to normal. My function won't improve. My energy levels are half what they were. So I
Mhm.
needed that reminder that I can still do whatever I can do going forward. It didn't have to stop everything.
Yeah. Yep. And I mean, there was at one point where that I was really struggling, and there's I did have a couple of breakdowns during this whole ordeal where I didn't think I was going to ever be able to do what I wanted to.
Right.
But um, with my mobility slowly coming back, it's really now giving me a better um, idea of what I will be able to accomplish. Um, and the other thing that I decided towards the end of last year, uh, in fact, there is a new venture that I'm now a part of. Uh, let's see, when did I join up with it? I believe it was like November, December that I joined up with a new organization that, well, actually has been around for some time, but it's called Stolen Horse International, aka Net Posse, and it's a very well-known organization that assists horse owners who have got who have horses that have either been stolen or come up missing, or they're just trying to locate them from having to sell them at one point and lost track of them. So that's where we come into play. And I am the new case manager for the state of Iowa.
Awesome. Congratulations. That's I know that that is right in there with the dreams that you had previously. So you
Hmm.
are literally just picking up where you left off. It was a hiccup in the road, not a well, that was a hard one for me to come to terms with when everything went south in
Yep.
August. Coming to terms with it's a speed bump, it's a hiccup,
Yep.
not a complete and total shutdown of what I'm able to do. Um, that you have those moments where you're just like, "Mm, mm." Yeah, I went through a couple of periods where I was contemplating the natural progression of the disease and diagnosed in 2016. My kidney function was still at 96. You know, I wasn't having a whole lot of health problems. I was still in decent shape. My blood pressure was high, but it was, you know, it was manageable. And then, like, it really felt like a brick wall in August. Like there was no energy. I
Hmm.
didn't know where the energy to get up and walk across the room was going to come from. I just didn't have it.
Hmm.
Sitting at my desk was agony. You know, I mean, just sitting up straight with the pressure against my rib cage and everything. It was just like, and it wasn't like agonizing pain. It was the discomfort. I don't
Hmm.
know how better to explain, but just the discomfort of things not being where they were and trying to spend an hour sitting at my desk just trying to do a little bit of book marketing or something was killing me.
Hmm.
And it got to the point where I just stopped doing it because I couldn't. It was, do I want to get up and wipe everything down so that anything that comes in doesn't contaminate me, or do I want to sit down and write something? And at that point, you know, there was that shift of focus to my health has to take priority right now.
Hmm.
And so if I only have 20 minutes a day that that I actually have energy to do, I need to do the sanitizing and cleaning and things process, and it prevented me from being able to do any of the book promotion or writing or anything like that.
Right.
Um, the next step for me, it's kinda I just kinda ride where I'm at as it deteriorates gradually over the next 5 to 10 years, but the next step in the process is kidney dialysis.
Hmm.
I don't wanna go through that. I don't no, I don't want to go through that process right now. I would there have been times through this over the last few months that I'm like, "Let me have the quality of life that I want now
Hmm.
rather than go through the process of preparing myself for longer life, but longer life where my energy level is going to be a quarter of what it is right now." I didn't I didn't wanna go through that, so I understand you on the whole, there were times where the breakdowns came, and what changed that for you?
Well, all while I was laid up in the hospital, I had my laptop with me. because I felt that at least I could try to do some work. Um, I'm trying my best anyway. And I was able to at least keep up communication with some people, which helped. Um, that's part of what helped get me through my month long stay in the hospital. Um, and as I had some down times uh, to where it was really difficult, but I also had a couple of really kind of funny incidents that took place while I was up there, and uh, uh, I was basically I was the talk of fifth floor rehab of a hospital. Especially there's one real kind of funny incident. I mean, I took it in stride. I was laughing about it the whole time, but I was getting ready to take a shower, and the shower chair leg broke. And so needless to say, I went down to the floor,
Oh,
and uh, uh, one of the attendants was there, and uh, he made sure I didn't hit hard. But I was laughing about it the whole time. Meanwhile, everybody else was having heart attacks.
yeah.
Uh, the funny part about it is that what happened was around the hospital within about 5 minutes.
So wait, you went viral in a hospital for a
Yeah.
fall?
Yep. I went viral.
Oh,
And like I said, I was laughing about it the whole time, but while everybody else around me was having heart attacks, it's like
are you okay?
this is like not
Are you all right?
not that
Did
big of a
anything
deal.
break?
Dude. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, that was one of the funny moments because everybody got to know me quite well. Yeah, but I really have
You're
to uh, give credit to all the. I got to know all the staff up on the rehab floor there at the hospital, and they took excellent care of me. So I really have to um say thank you, a big thank you to everybody up there who uh, really took the time to make sure that I was getting the best treatment possible. So
our sincere gratitude to them as well, because I mean we wouldn't be here without you. So yeah.
that's very true.
When you go back and see them, tell them I personally said thank you very much because
Oh yeah, I got told in no uncertain terms that the only way that they wanted to ever see me back up there again was for a visit.
yeah, you don't have any plans to return for any other reason.
No, I don't.
Yeah, hope to never see you again. Thanks. I feel that. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
that. I got lucky that my doctor was able he was able to keep me out of the hospital even with everything that I was going through. The biggest fear for us was with my kidney function being low, my immune system being lower. I was
Mm,
really susceptible to catching not just COVID, but anything else that could have been going around the hospital at the time. I did come down with RSV that led to pneumonia,
mm,
and it was a struggle for my doctor to be like, okay, what do we do that will keep her from ending up having to go to the hospital so that, it doesn't increase her odds of getting exposed to anything else because my immune system was so depleted at that point that if I would have caught anything else, I probably would not have made it through the last 4 months. So great props and a shout out to Dr. Morris here in Roy, Utah, because he did a good job at making sure that I got what I needed to keep me from being admitted to the hospital. So a lot of gratitude there for him.
I'm
I
glad that
got really lucky.
I'm glad that he was able to keep you out of the hospital during that one time. So, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to you and I accomplishing a lot here and having a good year.
Absolutely. I'm excited too. Did we get anybody to pop in with questions or comments?
Not as of yet, which is surprising. 'Cause like you said, I'm inviting anyone who would like to come join us. Click on the live video. That'll bring you into the live chat here on StreamYard. And we'll be able to see your questions. If you'd like to participate in video, you can do that as well. So we welcome anyone and everyone to come join us.
I got some posts in Facebook. Let me see. Did they go automatically to my other groups and pages? Relearning StreamYard,
Mm-hmm.
what works and what doesn't work.
Yep.
No, there's not a post there.
And now, just to let everybody know that coming up tomorrow at 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern, we will be talking with the ladies from Sister Moon Apothecary down in Florida. They are good friends of mine. Um, they have stuck by me through this whole ordeal. And I've flat out told them that once I can travel, that I'm gonna be making a stop down there in Florida and spending some time with them at their new. In fact, they have a brand new store that they finally were able to open up because a lot of their business had been conducted out of the house, but they now have a new storefront. And as I've already seen the storefront via video, and I'm really proud of what the ladies have accomplished down there at Sister Moon. So I'm really looking forward to talking with them tomorrow, getting caught up. And then Tuesday, we'll be talking with Marianne Cairns, who is a singer, songwriter, musician. So that's going to be Tuesday at 1 o'clock Central. And for UK time, I believe, let's see,
1 o'clock would be 8 p.m.
yeah, it would be 8 p.m.
8
UK
p.m.
time.
their UK time
Yeah.
for Marianne. What time is it for Silver Moon or Sister Moon? Sorry,
Sister Moon, that will be at 4 o'clock Central.
that
And
would be midnight UK time.
no. It's 5 o'clock Eastern because
Oh,
Florida is on Eastern time. So it'd be 3 o'clock your time.
all right. What time would that be in the UK?
Um, oh,
5,
brother. Um, I believe that'd be like a 11,
11, maybe 12 p.m.
yeah, about 12 midnight UK time.
Will there be replays up of those?
Oh, yes. There'll
All
be
right, so they can
replays
catch the
and
replay the next day.
yep, all videos will be posted up on the YouTube channel for Iowa Pagan News as well.
Sweet. I'm about to go ghost. Hang on 1 second. Turn on the light without. Yeah. Look like I'm telling a ghost story at a campfire. Okay.
Cool.
Thank you, love.
And while we're on the subject here,
Hmm.
um, Okay. So, okay, now I've also included the YouTube channel in the ticker down below so that everybody can check out the YouTube channel for Iowa Pagan News. And like I said, all videos I'm keeping up with all the videos on there. Uh, Plus, videos will also be in the group, and then also you'll be should be able to see replays on the business page for Iowa Pagan News as well.
All right. I'm trying to the relearning process. It can be crazy. Trying to get the link posted on Twisted Souls Press's page.
Ah, okay, very good. And let's
I
see.
meant to do that earlier. Not that one.
Okay, now we have a lot of. And there's the Twisted Souls Press um, web page as well. So that is on there as well. Because I know we have a lot of information that we're trying to get relayed to everybody, but I want to make sure that everybody has all of our information so that they know where they can get caught up with you at. They can see our videos and anything upcoming that we have going.
There are links to all of the events on my website, um, with dates, times, and everything. I went ahead and put that on there. Um, I want to add, if it's okay with you, I want to add an Iowa Pagan News radio page to the website so people can come and check out, and then
Mm-hmm.
I can put up the replays.
Yep,
If you send me the videos, I can put them up, and then we can have a collection of them there on the website as well.
that can be done.
All right.
And then also be sure to check out, because we also have two other websites uh, for Iowa Pagan News and Prairie Land Radio Network. Uh, so you can find both of those at IAPNRadio.net and PLRDN.net. So be sure to check those out as well. And all that information is on the business pages for Iowa Pagan News and Prairie Land Radio Network. Uh, I and plus also on the groups. So if you've not joined up with the groups for Iowa Pagan News and Prairie Land Radio Networking, be sure to do that because we'd like to see you join up with our groups.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
And Prairie Land Radio Networking Group and business pages can be steered more towards the uh, the international scene for what's going on in the pagan community, as well as mainstream entertainment industry as well, because there are I've come across a lot of new country artists as well who have put out some fantastic music that that I also feature when I'm DJing for Desert Heat Radio, and that's at desertheatradio.com. Um, and when I'm on there, I do feature a lot of mainstream. I also incorporate music from our pagan artists as well. So I try to incorporate the best of both worlds.
Is, is that something that we'll be talking about more on some of the other podcasts going
Yes,
forward? Is like bridging that gap and bringing people together?
yes, because
Okay.
our whole basis here at Iowa Pagan News is building community with unity,
And that's not just within the community, that's with people outside of the community as well.
right? That's to also help educate people who are they're not familiar with paganism, but they want to learn more, and I want to make sure that those folks have the right information and to steer away from all the negative connotations that have been put upon the community by the church.
Right. Right.
Because that's the one thing that I've been trying to get across to people is that to get away from all the bad publicity, all the negative connotations, and the wrong information that has been instilled by the church over the years.
We're
So,
people.
right,
That's the big. I think that's the big gap that we're going to have to overcome is we're all people.
right,
And I think the vast majority of us, the people, the interviews that I've watched, the interviews that I did with you, the central focus and center point for all of those has been, how can we help you? We're here to help. That helping
mhm,
nature is like fluid
right,
throughout everything that I've seen here. It's always about being able to help people grow spiritually, uh, grow metaphysically, if that's something that they want to do.
hmm,
Um, it's growth, and everybody here seems determined to come here and help other people achieve that. That's a big deal for me.
yep, and that's the big thing that we are going to be working on and focusing on this year. Um, and I've made it to a point to make sure that um, where I left off last year, that um, I can basically regain what I lost and to get things really get back to focusing on helping others and to bring a sense of unity to the community in general.
I support that 110%, Earl. When you mentioned it to me, I was like, I can get behind that. Yeah, I can do that. So yeah, you'll be seeing a lot more of us, I think, going forward. This will be
Yep.
a lot more of us getting together, and do you think there will be more of just us, or do you think it will all be us with somebody else?
Oh, there's going to be a lot more videos with you and I, and there's also going to be videos with special guests that we'll have on. So there is a lot more to come.
Looking forward to it, Earl.
So am I. All right, we're going to call it a night for tonight, and then we'll be back again on a regular. In fact, I want to do this on a regular basis for you and I. So we're going to be coming up with, we're going to be doing research on a lot of different areas that need to get covered that we'll be talking about here live. So be sure to stay tuned for further updates and new videos to come up.
I'm down.
Very cool. You've been listening to another edition of Iowa Pagan News on the Prairie Land Radio Network, and we have just kind of reconnected and reintroduced Christy Mann as the new co-host for Iowa Pagan News. She's also going to be the new moderator for the group for Iowa Pagan News. Proud to have her on board, and going to be looking forward to doing a lot more videos together. As
Yeah.
always, please keep everyone around you safe, and especially during this cold weather, keep everybody and your pets warm. And we will see you on the next round. Have a good night. Pleasant journeys, everyone. And we will be seeing you again.